Spider-Man 2 PS5 has already been forgotten because it was a bad game.
3, 2, 1.
Disagree. Agree.
It's not bad.
They just fumbled, bro.
Fumbled.
How did they fumble?
I don't see people talking about it anymore.
That's true. People are talking about it as Spider-Man PS4 had legs. People talked about that game for years. I do feel
first
that.
one, right?
Yeah, Spider-Man 2 has been forgotten a bit. I will give you that. I don't think it's because it's a bad game though. But how did they fumble?
I say the story was the weakest, and they're not dropping any extra
DLCs.
Okay, as you can hear with your earwax, these jelly beans were talking about whether or not Spider-Man 2 is better than Spider-Man PS4, and one of them disagreed because the story is weak and they aren't dropping any DLCs. Now, I kind of agree with Johnny Depp Jr. here, and the reason why I say kind of is because firstly, the story for Spider-Man 2 as well as the gameplay is light years better than Spider-Man 1. Like, you aren't following one, you're following two Spider-Butts, and each have their own struggles, such as grief, stress, and darkness for Peter, and Miles is trying to find his place as a hero, and then eventually those stories connect well and show real growth. On top of that, the villains are also stronger. Like, Kraven is brutal, and Venom isn't just a monster, he's hairy, and it makes all the conflicts so much more personal. It makes your heart race faster than a jet engine. And also the side characters like MJ and Genki feel more involved, and also the whole story and voice acting is a lot more cinematic and intense. However, I do agree that this game failed to continue its legacy once you finish the game. Because let's be real, the Spider-Man games, they are really easy. You could probably get the game done in 3 days and 100% it in a week. I've spent more time playing Super Mario games than Spider-Man, so it makes sense to release DLC for Spider-Man 2, but they haven't, unlike Spider-Man PS4, which really sucks. Now, granted, they are making Spider-Man 3 and a Wolverine game, and those leaks really damped any possibility of DLC, but that doesn't change the fact that once you're done the game, Spider-Man 2 wafted away in the wind like cheap Walmart perfume. So yeah, Spider-Man 2 is still a better game than the first one, but they definitely fumbled the legacy in comparison to the first one. But what do you guys think?